Cloudy, quite windy, 40-mile-per-hour gusts. Rain showers could mix with some wet flakes of snow late in the day. As south. Later on.
Either that or you move to Florida.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
mean, either of those work.
Well, it seems getting into a vehicle and transporting yourself somewhere geographically. Nature brings it to us. Nice to see you, Lourdes, Joe.
An earthquake rocks eastern Sicily in Italy, injuring at least 10 people. The 4.8 quake was triggered by Mount Etna's volcanic eruption. Etna is the largest of Italy's 3 active volcanoes. It's been particularly active since July. Its latest eruption shot volcanic ash, heavy smoke, and lava into the air, damaging some churches, houses on the volcano's slope. And rescue crews in Indonesia are continuing to search through the rubble for
This video as a squad car approaches that oncoming train.
Wow. And also, fighting back, a woman sick of package thieves takes matters into her own hands. We'll explain.
You may know him or have forgot he was fun with that witch. And when New Year's Eve had an empty slot, antenna TV made a switch. By design we picked the Paul and Show, cause his last name at the least sounded like the middle of Old Lang Syne, so we made a TV beast. It's called the Old Lang Syne, my friend, the Paul and Show Marathon. This show is rare and we hope you'll watch New Year's Eve from 5 to dawn.
Food Drive.
Just a great to be part of WGN, so everybody gets a warm meal.
Coat Drive. Tour Drive.
It's going great this morning. A lot of people giving. That's what it's all about.
Thank you, Chicago, for feeding, sharing warmth, and bringing smiles to those less fortunate in our community. Because of you and your thousands of donations this holiday season, you truly turned Chicago's very own into Chicago's very own. WGN, connected to you.
We grew up together. We believed in something bigger than ourselves. The military took me to one side of the world and her to the other. And even though she was always the strong one, when we caught up years later, I found out she had fallen on some hard times. It was her call to make, but doing it together made all the difference.
When I see homeless vets on that route, I always think to myself, we both swore an oath to protect our way of life, to protect our community. With VA's hotline for homeless vets, I can get them connected with help to get them back on their feet again.
VA's round-the-clock hotline can put veterans who are homeless in touch with the resources and support they earned through their military service. You have the power to help a veteran facing homelessness. Go to va.gov/homeless to print your wall cards. For veterans who are homeless or on the brink of homelessness, call 877-424-3838. This is Chicago's very own WGN Evening News at 5.
A manhunt continues tonight for a gunman who shot and killed a police officer in Northern California. This happened during a traffic stop in the small town of Newman just after 1 o'clock this morning. 33-year-old officer Renil Sai was killed. The shooting has rattled this small community.
It's very scary because Newman's such a small town, and it's just sad and scary at the same time.
Police have released the surveillance photos you see there of the man they're looking for. They have not released any other information about the suspect.
The family attorney for a black teenager forced to cut his dreadlocks to compete in a wrestling match released a statement. A referee told 16-year-old Andrew Johnson he needed to cut his hair or forfeit the match. His attorney said the ref's conduct, quote, should be a disqualifying race-related transgression. Family is waiting for the results of a civil rights investigation. Meantime, the referee, Alan Maloney, has been banned from further matches in the school district. A homeowner in Colorado chased down a woman who stole a package off her porch.
The theft was caught on camera. So too was a chase that you have to see. Here's reporter Alex Rose.
Renee Abeda was at her Lakewood home doing chores Wednesday afternoon.
I got a notification.
Give it. I'm gonna call the police. I've got you on camera. Give me the thing now. I'm taping you. Yes, you did. I saw you.
I don't even know what came out of my mouth or even why I said what I did. It just happened.
Now get over here now.
She keeps chasing her down for about a minute.
I was mad as hell.
Throw it down.
There's no way I was going to let her go. And I would have ran for as many miles as I had to get my package.
Finally, she gets her to...
Rangers, especially before Christmas. I doubt she'll be back.
I doubt it too.
Still to come on the WGN Evening News. Getting back to basics, we break down the ins and outs of investing.
But first, a man faces charges after police say that he threw 2 dogs off a balcony. We're going to look at possible motive when the WGN Evening News continues at 5:30.
It's getting harder and harder for us sheep to get work these days. People don't want to count meat jumping over their beds anymore. They want to stay up late. Why, you ask? It's that nightcap they got over at WGN. 4 great comedies all back-to-back starting at 10:30. Sure, good for people who like a little late-night entertainment, but bad for sheep like me.
The WGN Nightcap, weeknight starting at 10:30, presented by Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com.
4 years of college.
Uncle Dan's is Chicagoland's premier outdoor outfitter. And right now, get year-end savings of up to 30% off on all your favorite outdoor brands store-wide and up to 80% off a huge selection of clearance items. Save big at Uncle Dan's in-store or online at udance.com.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Hey, it's Jason Benetti for Ready.Illinois.gov with a message for the thousands of Illinois citizens with functional needs. If you or someone you know has functional needs, Ready.Illinois.gov is a great online source to help design a disaster plan and build a disaster supplies kit that keeps those needs in mind. Look, whether functional needs applies to you or not, everyone needs to have an emergency disaster plan and kit. And don't forget to keep pets and service animals in mind when planning too. Learn more at Ready.Illinois.gov.
Hurry in to Chicagoland's premier outdoor outfitter, Uncle Dan's, to get huge year-end savings on all the best outdoor gear. Get up to 30% off on all your favorite outdoor brands and up to 80% off all clearance items. Visit udance.com today.
This is Chicago's very own WGN Evening News at 5.
We have an update now on breaking news we told you about at the top of the hour. A serious crash leads to down power lines on the near south side near 26th and Ashland. Skycam 9 was over the scene. As you can see, emergency crews are there, and officials say a van hit a pole and rolled over near 26th and Ashland. 9 people were inside the van. 7 people were taken to the hospital, some in critical and serious condition. 2 people refused treatment. Streets are closed on Ashland from Cermak to 31st Street because of downed power lines in the street there. We will continue to follow the story and have more updates as soon as they become available.
Also at 5:30, a man is charged with animal cruelty, accused of throwing 2 dogs off a balcony in Westtown.
As WGN's Dana Rebick reports, the man charged is an attorney for an energy company in Texas, but he has been given a public defender.
We were outside yesterday, and we were cleaning out the driveway because there were some leaves, and we saw some people, and they looked like they were searching for someone, and they kept calling the dog Flo by name.
Here is a photo of the Chihuahua, one of 2 dogs Chicago police say 51-year-old Gerald Jaski threw off a second-floor balcony during a fight with his wife.
It's a terrible thing to happen at Christmas, especially. I mean, it's terrible anytime, but I just can't imagine.
It started on Christmas Eve. Jaski and his wife of 18 months were just getting home from a family party and got into an argument in their vehicle outside. Police say Jaski told her, quote, "You love those dogs more than you love me," grabbed the keys and walked into their home in the 1200 block of West Grand in the Westtown neighborhood, locking the doors. In bond court today, the state's attorney's office says the victim's home surveillance video shows Jaski opening the second-floor patio door and throwing both dogs over the balcony.
To find out, yeah, so somebody actually threw the dog off the balcony, both dogs. It's just heartbreaking. I just feel so awful.
The older Chihuahua, a 16-year-old female, died. Its daughter, 14-year-old Flo, seen on this poster on the victim's block, is still missing. Neighbors are horrified and hope they can help find her.
Well, if I find it, I'll definitely let them know. Because we'll be on the lookout always.
Dana Rebick, WGN News.
Also, 2 families have been displaced from their homes after a fire on the south side. This started around 11:30 today in an apartment near 69th and Merrill in the South Shore neighborhood. The fire department had to help 2 people who suffered smoke inhalation. No one was seriously injured, though. The bomb and arson team was called in to investigate the cause of the fire. Still not known. And in Skokie, 1 person was hospitalized after a fire started in an apartment this morning. The fire broke out inside a building in the 4900 block of Louise. That was at about 8 o'clock.
So I sometimes see their little charts in which they're writing about it, but not really. I'm not into it.
I would like to know more. I'm just maybe a little bit uneducated about it.
But just a little effort can make for a big payoff by getting your money working for you. Our Porter founded Fairhaven Wealth Management in 2015 and has nearly 20 years of experience when it comes to financial advising. He says knowledge is power when it comes to investing, and it's time well spent.
One major misconception about investing is that the stock market is just another casino. The data is overwhelming. Going back to 1926, the stock market in any given year, you got a 75% chance of making money.
Horner says one of the challenges is the lack of resources to teach people who may not have majored in finance the basics of it.
What do I know about the stock market? Not a whole bunch.
There's some ingrained belief that we should know about this stuff automatically, which is completely untrue. It's easy to get confused or intimidated by the investment world.
Horner's company created online videos aimed at explaining investing in simple terms that everyone can understand.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, where to begin? Grab a pen and paper.
Written goals are far more likely to be achieved than thinking about, I'd like to buy that condo, and then going out with your friends and never doing anything about it.
After writing out your financial goals, think about your interests.
The Money Morning Rundown, Business First with Angela Miles.
Angela Miles hosts Business First AM. Her own fascination with finance propelled her to learn everything she could about investing.
You start with a stock at the core, and then you begin to learn as the onion peels back what affects that stock. So it could be consumer spending, what's happening in the economy.
I told you he's playing a game.
Grinding till they get on.
Hey, you guys,
Tell them go to the dollar store, get him a mic.
Own what you love. I love the grandparents that go out and for gifts maybe buy their grandson or daughter.
He needs to buy the camera like me, then he got to worry about the dog chewing it up. They have a $15 at the pawn shop. PlayStation camera with the built-in microphone.
Intel, of course, is the computer chip company. After all, the grandkids do know technology. But you don't need to pick a stock or invest on your own. Financial experts are available, but they don't work for free.
To have somebody that's looking over the assets and liabilities that they've got, they see value in that.
Something you can do once you decide to invest your money before you actually plunk the money